Hey, it's me, Althazar, and welcome to another deck building showcase video. In this one, this is going to be probably the first of a few videos that I do on Urza. Now, if you watch other videos of mine, you'll know that I very recently pulled Urza, and so I immediately got started with deck building, and I settled on this one as my favorite for now pretty quickly. So Urza, Lord High Artificer, creates a support when he enters the battlefield. That support is an artifact. It has 4 shields, and it makes it so that your first creature gets +X+X, where X is equal to the shield count, and at the beginning of each of your turns, you convert gems equal to the number of shields on the support also. Now, Urza happens to synergize really well with Killer Instinct, because Killer Instinct happens at the beginning of your turn, and based on the way that gem conversion and all of that works, Killer Instinct actually pulls Urza before the gem conversion starts. So you actually get Urza and the support, and then it converts an additional 4 gems to blue, which is pretty awesome. Now, for the rest of the deck, I'm really only running Urza as a creature, but for the other 2 creature slots, I've got Finale of Glory to make Angel tokens, and I've got March of the Multitudes to make Lifelink Soldier tokens. Other than that, I've got Finale of Devastation and Court of Calling. Both are there to get more Urzas. I've got Finale of Revelation for additional card draw and increasing the blue mana bonus, which Urza is going to be taking advantage of. I've got Mystic Sanctuary to get my non-finale spells back. I've got Castle Vantress for more blue gem conversion and card draw. And finally, Death Sprout for removal and getting my lands. So the deck works really, really well. It showcases Urza really well. It's pretty busted. I didn't have any choice but to throw this into Legacy Training Grounds because there's no standard Training Grounds today. But honestly, that should be fine. Urza can keep up with a lot of the Legacy cards. He's not obviously as good as some of the Legacy stuff, but he definitely keeps up pretty well. So as I'm up against Sorin, the first thing I want to make sure that I do is match white if I can. So just completely take away his white matches. But he doesn't have any right now. I'm going to take this green in case. No, it didn't cascade. Oh well. That's fine. So I'm charging up the Court of Calling first because I want to get Urzas as quickly as possible. The sooner that we get Urza, the sooner that we get crazy gem conversion, and terrible, terrible things happen to Sorin. So this is going to be Urza number 1, and he comes out as an 8/11 because of the support, and then that support is going to be converting a bunch of gems to blue for us, which means that we're going to be getting our second Urza pretty darn quickly. And you'll see that I'm just going to keep prioritizing over and over, getting more and more Urzas. And for that matter, I'm not actually matching all of my blue gems because I'm just going to be creating a bunch of them, and so the more that I create, the more that I'm going to get. And so here you're going to see Urza's just buffing pretty darn quickly. I know there's a +16 right now from the finales, and this is also against Sorin, which almost doesn't even count as a planeswalker because his health pool is terrible. But that was interesting. That was very, very interesting. That just converted almost everything that it could have just to not let me get a match. But that's okay because it gave me a 5. And then it gave me this one right here. So I'm still getting the Vantress. I'm still getting all of these little guys. And so Sorin dies next turn, probably no matter what, unless that mostly charged card is a board wipe. So let's see. No, he's dead. All right, there's nothing to it. I said he's going to be dead almost no matter what anyways, because I figured that I'd be getting Tamio's ultimate here, which I did. I'm actually not going to pop it here just because I don't want to crash the game. And the game is in a little bit of a sensitive place right now. And then, that was quick enough. We didn't really get to see too much of Urza apart from he whooped Sorin's butt. But Sorin's garbage, right? So that's a really low-key match with Urza. And that's just generally outlining his power. You basically can win with Urza alone. He's really that strong. So between his power toughness, which is very good for what you're getting with him, and then all of the other things added to it. He really likes high alert a lot, by the way. So you can pair him with that really nicely. I do not pair him with High Alert because I feel like he kills quickly enough anyways, but it's still a pretty good combo. Now, just like last time, I'm going to be trying to take away white matches from Nahiri because we both share white, and I don't want Nahiri to get good matches. I'm also going to be prioritizing playing all of the Urzas I can. So ideally in the next turn or two, thank you for that Cascade, very kind game, I'll be able to get an Urza down. So let's see, looking at the matches, there's a white match, so I'll take that away, even though the blue one would have given me an Urza. And you get Brune. I know what deck you're playing. So this is probably going to be a Deploy the Gatewatch deck that runs Bruna along with the other one that's an 8/8 for 12 that melds with it. Oh man, being sick really sucks, my friends. Really, really sucks. You forget all these things that are like, yeah, I know what that is. Nope, it's gone. But it doesn't matter. Urza just wrecked that dude, so it's gone. Ideally, we don't see a Deploy the Gatewatch come out. That is bad. Deploy is very bad. We're going to go ahead and take away his red here. So let's get rid of that. And then plus, because this is Tamio, making a double match is better for you than making a match of your own colors. So yeah, all right. That's going to give us even more, which means that we're going to get Angels. I'm only going to let one of the Finales of Glory go off here. I'm going to toss that for more card draw. I'm only letting one go off because it doesn't have haste. So just in case Nahiri plays a kill spell, I want to have the other one ready to play. And you'll see that the Angels immediately get Urza's buff. So that's pretty nice because they've got Vigilance, so it just makes them... They could use the buff a little bit more. So let's see. Yep, I was right. I knew it. It's you. But it doesn't matter. Even with you and Samut, you still get wrecked because this deck is busted. All right, and then we have... Well, yeah, we're going to get rid of this for sure. White and red? Yeah, no, thank you. This won't quite kill. It'll be really close, but it won't quite get the kill this turn, which is okay. Nahiri's going to die next turn. And we get the big pop. We've got our third, which is cool. And we're going to freeze everything down and pick up the KO. So that really... That was an unfortunate Cascade. Game's like, no, you will not win immediately. So there's Urza again. I'll try it one last time just because these matches are so incredibly fast. And I imagine that if you're watching this, you want to see all the Urza footage because Urza's awesome. So if you don't have Urza yet, make sure to prioritize getting Urza. Killer Instinct is actually a better card to prioritize if you don't have it within the standard meta right now. But after Killer Instinct, I would say that the next best card for you to try and get is Urza. This is dangerous. I don't have a support removal card in here because it's just a training ground deck, but that just means that I have to be really careful about Obnoxious here because, yeah, bad things can happen. Killer Instinct, perfect. All right, this is our first game where we get to see Killer Instinct come down, and that is great because Killer Instinct is entirely unfair with Urza. So let's see what you get. A lot of nothing, especially because we've got all those March of the Multitudes there. That makes this even more unfair. So I'm looking to see if there's like a super match here. There isn't. So I'm going to go ahead and make the blue one and hope it cascades into blue-white and we get the Killer Instinct. We didn't. That's okay. We've got really all the March of the Multitudes that anyone ever could have possibly asked for. Wild. All right, I'm going to take this in case we get the Cascade. Okay, we did. Good. And then next turn is going to be Urza time. So here's where you're going to see that interaction I told you about where we get the gem convert. Really? What? No? Okay. I know that typically the game says, you know what? Whichever one came out first is going to do it. But maybe it'll be next turn that it does it because I've noticed it doing that a number of times where it will actually go ahead and create the support and then convert the gems. So let's see what happens this time. Because it's supposed to be Killer Instinct fetches the creature, and that happens after the support gem if Urza came out first. But let's see what happens next turn. That'll be the tell-all sign. Oh, this time we get an Olivia deck. Okay. I see how this is going to be, but I have more lifelink than you. So, yeah, there we go. That time it worked. We got the 8. So as I've got more lifelink than you, you've got nothing on me this time, Olivia. So, with that in mind, I'm looking at the different matches, seeing if there's a double. There isn't, so we're just going to take this, which gives us beautiful, yeah, more Urza. So here you're going to see Urza outdueling Olivia, and I know that Obnixilis is probably not going to have any way of, sure, I know it's one less, but it'll ultimately be more damage for the match. It means that we could very well win next turn. So I know that I've got the buff going, but I should have my third ability next turn, which means I could draw into whatever I want. And yeah, actually even just the Urza will be enough. So this Urza here is enough for the kill, I think, right? Unless I lower the support value too much. So we're at 30, 52. Not quite, but that's still going to be a wrap, actually. Yeah, you've got nothing on this Obnixilis. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. I love seeing new cards taking out old powerhouses. Like, I thoroughly enjoy taking a card like Urza, throwing it into the Legacy Training Grounds, and then going up against things like that Samut Brunamel deck or this Obnixilis Olivia deck and just going, nope, I'm going to win at full life because this is crazy strong. So this is Urza deck 1. I love it. It's amazing. I'm going to make some more Urza decks. I'll try and get them up over the holidays, but I hope you have a really warm, happy, healthy, and merry holiday, whatever you celebrate, and I'll see you in the next one.